Huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. As soon as I start to film this video, my neighbors thought it would be a great idea to mow the lawn. Okay, anyways, hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. If you guys have not seen my, when did I post that video? I posted it probably the end of March, beginning of April. I posted probably a 30-minute video of like my little Penn State survival guide. I made that video based on questions that you asked me on my Instagram, so go follow me if you want to ask them again later on. Since then, so many more people decided to go to Penn State, and now we have a whole new class of kids that are thinking of going to Penn State. So I decided to make a part 2 of this video. Just a little background of myself if you guys are new. Welcome, subscribe down below. So let's answer our first question. Do you ever feel trapped in Happy Valley because you're kind of in the middle of nowhere? This is a great question. Penn State main campus is, yeah, I mean, I'm not from Pennsylvania, I'm from Boston, so driving through Pennsylvania to get to school, I was like, I mean, I know it's just the highway, but it can definitely look like it's in the middle of nowhere. State College is absolutely huge, and we have an awesome college town, which is a huge downtown attached to Penn State. Everything you can need is right there. If you're looking for a city school, Penn State is not it. We like to make it our own little city there. I don't know. Someone was asking how good the food is, and someone said that it's like a rite of passage at Penn State to get food poisoning. No, it's not a rite of passage to get food poisoning. It could definitely happen. It could happen anywhere, but don't be worried about that. Since University Park is such a large campus, is it hard to make yourself known to professors and to your college? It could definitely be hard at first, especially freshman year. Your classes will get smaller and smaller as you go on and like get into your major, but some of your gen eds are gonna be pretty big. I mean, actually, this just like changes the game now that classes in the fall are different. The big classes are gonna be online, so it may be even harder in the fall. I don't know. It's kind of like what you put in is what you'll get out. They're totally willing to like get to know you and help you out if you go to them. What is the sorority process like? I posted a video in January about my whole rush experience. If you guys did not see that, or if you only saw that, I did formally rush the spring of my sophomore year. I could literally do a whole video about my rush and Greek life experience. Honestly, rush was so fun and the process was really fun, but once I joined a sorority, I realized not for me. And no hate, no shade. It wasn't for me. I don't know. Process was long. It's long. Penn State does it within a span of like 2 weeks because it's when you return to school for the spring semester. So you're like doing classes during the day and rush at night, and then on the weekends you're there like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's pretty crazy. It's a long process. How long on average does it take you to get to classes from East? Any advice on if I should bring a bike? I'm a fast walker. I usually could get there in like 10 minutes. But that was kind of close. It depends where you're going. If you're going from East all the way to South, if you have classes kind of like in the Old Main area, that can probably take a good 15 to 20 minutes. On average, expect like a 10 to 15 minute walk. Honestly, I would recommend to not bring a bike. Same for the buses. It's just like sometimes walking is way faster than a bike or a bus. But what does a typical weekend look like at Penn State? Guys, like I'm so excited that we're going back in the fall, but this video is low-key making me sad because I know it's just not going to be the same this fall. A typical weekend. Let's start the weekend at Thursday. I feel like a lot of kids go out on Thursday, and honestly, I've seen more kids go out on Thursdays than Fridays, which is interesting. Depending on the weather, if it's warmer weather, a lot of people will go out like Saturday during the day, but when it's like a football game weekend, that's a huge part of your weekend. That'll take up literally your entire Saturday, sometimes like 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. You'll be like tailgating around the stadium, doing the whole bit, but also the downtown area is packed on weekends. There are literally always people visiting, especially in the fall, and it's so nice to see Penn State families there visiting and also just like alumni back, and it's fun. What meal plan were you on? What do you recommend? I would say start with the middle level and then go up and down from there. What should you expect the first week or so once you move in the fall? The first weekend, honestly, so say you move in on, I don't even know when they're gonna have you guys move in, maybe like Thursday or Friday. That first weekend is a whole lot of fun. Convocation is held in the, wait, you're definitely not gonna have convocation this fall. Well, you would have had convocation in the BJC, and it's like speeches. It was honestly kind of boring. It was, I don't know, think of it as like a reverse graduation. And then usually there are pep rallies and stuff. They're gonna make the best out of it. They're gonna make the best out of it. Do you work out in the IM building? If so, when is the best time to go? Because I hear it's always packed. Wait, this is such a good question. The IM they said is gonna be really limited this fall. Oh my god, this video is just, when things get back to normal, the IM, yeah, it's always packed. I mean, I didn't start like regularly going until this past spring semester, and again, that was what, a couple of weeks. Honestly, I found the best time to go was late at night, like 8 or 9 p.m. I mean, on a regular days, open until like midnight. So I would recommend going really late at night, like after dinner time. It gets really busy in the afternoon once classes end, think like 2 to 5 p.m. I also went a few times right after my 10 a.m. class, and it was pretty dead then. What is it like on game days, tailgating, getting into the stadium? I went into the stadium really early this year. Like, we were actually there when the gates opened 2 hours before. There's a whole rush of kids that try to get in there to get in that first section. But I would recommend going like an hour early because you want to see maybe some of the warm-ups. I'd say between like maybe even a half hour early. I don't know, but you want to get there a little early. Is everyone equally as school spirited? Yes. Does the cold weather affect you? Cold weather sucks. I can't even lie. The thing about the cold weather is that it makes it hard to find motivation to walk to class, which like literally any school besides if you're going to a warm school, it just like, it's hard. And something that is really hard is going back from Thanksgiving to Christmas break when it's extra cold and it's the end of the semester. So honestly, it's probably a good thing that it's online completely from November to December. What's your favorite thing about Penn State? How contagious the love is for the school. I know that people make jokes that we're cults, which a little bit. What do most people wear to class? I'm gonna make a video about this coming up soon. I have ideas to like show you guys outfits for like different scenarios at school. I know it's different for every school, but Penn State is a super casual school. When you arrive there in the fall, expect to wear like t-shirts, athletic shorts, lots of leggings, sweats, have like 20,000 sweatshirts, just like really casual and comfy. I wanted to pop in for a quick little ad break for Skillshare. They're truly like the best person for me to partner with because like I genuinely love them. Skillshare is an online learning platform where there are millions of users. You could do interior design, cooking, calligraphy. There was a watercolor class. Skillshare really promotes lifelong learning and express and work on what you're truly passionate about and what draws you to whatever, not just creative like way of life, but I mean like cooking. I guess actually, you know what? I think cooking is really an art. I also took a class around finals time that was basically like a studying guide 101. He taught you how to make like a really strategic study guide and different ways to set up your notes. That was really effective. Definitely check out Skillshare. I'll have them in my description. The first 1,000 of you guys will get 2 months free of Skillshare, which is so much time just to try it out, explore it, see if you like it. If you do want to continue Skillshare Premium, it is only $10 a month. Is it overwhelming with the amount of people? Honestly, sometimes I forget that there's the amount of people that there are, and that's so weird. I feel like you'll kind of realize that when you get there. In front of the hub around lunchtime when everyone is like sprinting to get to Chick-fil-A. So many questions about rush. I feel like I need to just eventually make a video about my whole experience. People are asking if I still recommend people to rush, and honestly I would say just to do it, to try it out, and don't feel pressure to join. Even if you get a bid and do join, like don't feel pressure to get initiated, you know what I mean? I don't really have anything against it. I just think that I just ended up in the one that wasn't the right fit for me, but then also at the end of the day I'm like, I just don't think it was for me. What are some ways you can spot a freshman? Wait, this is so funny. I know people don't want to stand out as being the freshman. Honestly, the way that you can tell if someone is just like new to the school in general, it's literally just the way that you like walk and hold yourself around campus. I don't know, maybe it's just like a level of confidence that the upperclassmen have, but I would say like having your headphones and maybe have Google Maps on so that you're not like holding a big map. No one really holds a map going to class. I know the typical joke is like freshmen have the lanyard. I've seen like all people of all ages have the lanyard. I would get the little wrist key. It's like a little, I don't even think, I literally got rid of it because I'm out of the dorms now, but it was just like a little hair tie thing that could clip my key onto it. What are some essentials to bring? Things that keep you warm for Penn State. Some essentials for the dorm. Again, I'm planning a dorm essentials video this week. Cleaning supplies like vacuum, Lysol wipes, which again is ironic that everything is happening, but does it ever feel lonely? Have you ever felt homesick? I'm gonna say that no matter where you go to school, there is going to be a point where you feel lonely, and that's just like a part of college and adjusting to college that not a lot of people talk about, but I'm here to tell you that it's completely normal. You have to like feel uncomfortable a little bit to grow and stretch your comfort zone, and that's completely normal. Do the stores inside of residence halls only sell food? There are little markets, and honestly not even little. The market in East is huge. It is literally a grocery store. No, they actually don't just sell food. They sell everything in there. They have like Tylenol, shaving cream, paper plates, plastic cups, silverware. They have, I mean, they literally have everything. Your hummus, avocado in there. That was really sick. What advice would you give if you are nervous for the big day? The big first day of school. Honestly, embrace being nervous, embrace being the freshman. I know that like if a freshman were to come up to me and be like, hey, I'm lost, I literally have no idea where I'm going, I would help them out. People have done that before. People are really helpful. People don't really care about if you're a freshman in age, especially in college. You're just kind of a part of our family, and we want you to fit in and feel welcome. Google Maps on your phone if you're nervous. Plan out your schedule, like maybe walk around to your classes the night before to kind of figure out how far it is from your dorm. Be at your classes early. That like always made me feel less nervous to be there like 10 minutes early the first day to figure out where I'm gonna sit. And yeah, people get to class really, really early on the first day. What clubs are you a part of, and how many do you recommend somebody to join if they want to get involved on campus? The amount of clubs are endless. Personally, I'm not involved in any clubs, and that's because I was planning on joining a sorority and I wanted to get really involved in the sorority. I would recommend getting involved in Thon in some way or another. There's so many different levels you can get involved with, of like being super involved or just kind of doing it just as a fun side thing just to be a part of. If there are any other questions that I missed, definitely comment section below or DM me. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can, as best as I can. So excited that we're going back in the fall. So excited to see you all and hopefully meet some of you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.